Fire emojis in the chat. Shout out to Drew by Blood. Shout out to Bull City. What's going on? Let's see here. Black man in here. Shout out to black man. Shout out to black man in the building. Most High Christ. Money TV Sex said we are God's people with the lowercase G. We are God's people. Not all white people are the devil. But some of them are though. So some white people are the devil though. You admitted to that, Money TV Sex. Some white people are the devil according to Money TV Sex. He's still wrong. All white people are the devil. That's right. And not every black person is the devil. Who does evil is the devil. Listen, no black man is the devil. No black man is the devil. Your Quadazar, you want to say something?
Actually, what does the word devil or deceiver means? Oh, Slocky. Damn, I gave the answer up already.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, since you brought it up, right? Devil, we brought this up before. They should know this.
Fact is that man, they always lie, man. Lying about everything.
Yeah, devil means deceiver. That's all it means, man. And that's something that y'all should, y'all should know. Y'all watch Batman? Y'all ever seen the Riddler?
Right, come.
Like white people is the Riddler, and they just they're mad. You a deceiver. Like just be proud to be the Riddler. That's all you do. You told us that Jesus was white. Jesus is not white. And then when black people started teaching, let me tell it straight. When the Israelite school of UPK started teaching that Christ was actually black, then they said, well, yeah, he was olive. He had to have been African. He did live in the Middle East. Come on.
Good. Olive. Like there's green olives, there's white olives, there's black olives. What olive oil are we talking about?
You know what they want you to think. They the Riddler, man. It's a mystery.
There's also brown olives.
They're gonna leave it at olive because they want it to be a mystery. They don't want
it's
to
a version
give you,
of all colors.
They don't want to give you the answer. Oh, if you want to say something, let me know. But they don't want to give you the answer because giving you the answer will free you. You understand? Like people to get an education. They learn how to write. They did not want you to learn how to read the scriptures or learn math. Put on us for 400 years. After slavery, things have not changed. Why do you think we had a proper education? We had to fight to get a proper education because white people know that if black people are left alone to study the mysteries of the world, to study the mysteries of the Bible, not only will we uncover the atrocities that they've committed to our ancestors in the past, but we'll also uncover the answers that free us from under their oppression in the future. We'll start to learn the prophecies that Nat Turner read about, the judgment that oppressor has that the Lord has for the oppressor in the book of Obadiah, and how the Lord freed black people for what Pharaoh did less than what America is doing to us.
Right.
You understand? This is why white people need black people to stay caught up in BET. They need us to stay. Y'all, like the reason why all of these white men are on the CBP right now talking about Dub is a snitch, this guy is a snitch. They want us to not talk about the Bible and then get in politics. They want us to talk about drug and gang culture, because if we talk about drug and gang culture, then we'll never talk about who's the devil, which is why we're going to continuously tell the world who it is. The white man. You want to know who's a snitch? Him. He's a snitch. You want to know who's a drug kingpin? White people are the drug kingpin.
Right.
Who's the mass murderer on the earth? White people. Who is the liar on the earth? White people. Who's the deceiver on the earth? White people. White people have lied, deceived, raped everyone's grandmother, have unalived everyone's father and uncle, have done every atrocious thing known to man on the face of the planet Earth to every nation on the face of the planet Earth. There's only a devil in the earth. You understand? Let's go. We'll be guy. Money, TV, sex. Let's see. That's what he wants us hooked up on. See, he's a devil. He wants us to see money, TV, sex, so we focus on that. You have to call Dub out for him to come. You got to let him know how much of a rat. Yeah, y'all are stupid.
And then,
White
if I could, right?
Uh-huh.
He then comments and says, I told you who the devil are, the elites. The elites are white, and so are you. You're just like them. What makes you think that you would be any different than them in power?
Black is a double. Trump is a double. The elites are the devil, but us white people.
Us. Us
Who?
white people.
Salaki, he's just a low class double. That's all. No matter. They all doubles.
Right. That's it. That's it. He just ain't got no money.
That's funny. That's
He a trailer park devil or one of that or something like that.
What's that?
Don't matter.
That dude name is it's not Sweet Pea. It's goddamn. He got a crazy name, man. What are you doing? Oh, none. Just hanging around. Goosebumps. Beetlejuice. They got Beetlejuice. Man. Let me see.
Yeah, Salaki, sir. He a Edward Scissorhands devil.
What is that?
Y'all remember the movie Edward Scissorhands? It was a throwback right after Beetlejuice, the movie Beetlejuice came on though, back when they had the bootleg tapes.
Let me say
it came on around the same year when the original Beetlejuice movie came out.
Most High Christ, let me say, it says you can't put all white people in the same bracket, same as black people can't, but everyone in the same. What? But listen, let me ask you a question. When white people went to the west coast of Africa to obtain slaves, to obtain black people as slaves, did they single out the good black people from the bad black people, or did they put all the black people in one bracket? Which one did they do? Money, TV, sex. Did black people get separated into brackets during slavery, or did all black people have to suffer slavery because they was black? I'll wait for you to answer. He says, "I'm nothing like Dub."
You just like him, man.
I mean, Dub is a snitch. Dub cooperates with the police, apparently, according to y'all. So what are you, a criminal? Are you some kind of criminal that doesn't cooperate with the police? Are you hiding something, money, TV, sex? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you are. Yeah. all of that child pornography that's on that laptop. Oh my God. Money, TV, sex files. It's crazy you say all white people are the same. I never said all white people were the same. It's crazy you can't hear worth a damn. I never said nothing about all white people being the same. All white people are devils, though.
Yeah, man.
I didn't say that. Come on.
All white people not the same. I tell you, I done messed with good white people.
I did too.
You know what they doing when they good? When they kissing my damn boots.
Damn.
Oh man, those some good white people. I done met some good ones. You done met some good ones, right?
Yeah,
y'all done met some good. It's good white people out here, man. It's a bunch of good ones. You understand? And I know they good when they kissing my boots. When I can feel the pressure from their lips down on the top of my boot. That's how I know they love me. It's some good white people out here, man. You're right. All white people ain't.
Look,
bad.
these white people are talking about how they different. Y'all wouldn't even come up on the stream last time. You wouldn't even do that. So how you different? Listen where the damn white people that are good are willing to surrender their power to black people. Those are the only good white people. Y'all ever seen the mythological movies or the superhero movies where a superhero might get saved by a civilian Like a civilian saves the superhero's life, and now the superhero's like, my allegiance is my will. Anything you desire is my will. Like, if white people were good, they would be like the characters they paint in Hollywood. You would be like the people you write up in movie flicks and films. People who have honor, people who have dignity, people who have empathy and remorse for the crimes that you have committed. The problem is that white people have none of those things, which is why you are the devil. You can never be a good white person. If you're a good white person, then you have to give me everything that you have, because you've took everything from me. Your ancestors, your great grandfather used to spit on my grandmother, used to throw rocks on my grandmother. When do I get to throw rocks at you? When do I get to mistreat you? Never. Of course, right? Because of course you would hang us for that. Hold on 1 second. Somebody help me out here. Am I in the right spot? Is it this one? Let's see what we got. And after this, we're going to go to the brother, man. I got a couple questions for you. Dub is posting about another man, Midwest TV. He didn't keep the same energy. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Who? I guess so. I guess Dub is the one who, came on and did whatever that shit was. Put us out. What the fuck? How you gonna call us out and then not show up? Yeah, this is crazy. But we got a brother on the show tonight, man, that I definitely want to ask a couple questions and let y'all, get the vibe of this brother real quick, man, and just see what it's like coming from where he come from, living where he's lived. Of course, the brother is a young man in the Israelite school of UPK, done, going through the troop, eventually here soon enough, Lord allow, we'll be getting his name and will become an official trooper in the Israelite school of UPK under Commander General Yohana. Right? If you could, just let everybody know what's your name, where you from, and just give a little backstory of, when you found out about being an Israelite and your journey into becoming one.
So, my name is Deseron.
I
grew up in Los Angeles, California, specifically Pomona, last city in LA County.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved, long story short, I moved to Nigeria in 2018. I was flying back and forth, trying to figure out pretty much just who we are.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the whole hoax of the DNA stuff and how that might tell us who we are, yet I figured, okay, I might be Igbo. But then there was another test that told me I'm Yoruba. Actually, one of them is other. So I said, all right, well, let me just figure out whichever one it is, because to me, it didn't really matter. Though I continued on to Nigeria. A couple years later, I moved to Ghana, came back to the U.S. for a little bit, then went to Kenya. On the way to Kenya, I've been to Rwanda. While in Kenya, I went to Tanzania. And
Tanzania, or was it Tanzania?
They pronounce it different.
Okay, I was about to take
tomato, potato.
Gotcha. All
same
right.
thing. Though, so yeah, while I was in Nigeria, the whole Kyrie Irving thing had happened. He had the Hebrews to Negroes books came out, and I had just seen maybe like a month or two before that it was some information about who we are as Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I need to harp on it a bit. I need to look into it a little bit further. So continuing on from that point, about a month or so later, that's when the whole Kyrie Irving thing happened. You already know the small hats was messing with him, trying to get him to bend the knee and whatever they wanted him to do.
Mm-hmm.
So then at that point, I figured at that point, just this, it got to be something true to this. So I
Mhm.
looked further into it, and it was really via Ron Dalton.
Mm.
So I was thinking, okay, well, because he was teaching flea doctrine, I thought, okay, well, based on what he was teaching, that Israel is in Africa. And at that
Mhm.
time, I was living in Ghana. Kaswa Ope Kuma is the
Whoa.
actual. It's a lot.
Started speaking African up in here, man.
That-
Kiswahili Nasi?
that's tree.
The three?
Tree.
Three.
Tree.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was living in Ghana at the time, so I figured I'm already here. So there wasn't really much biblical, scriptural analysis, for lack of wording, that Ron Dalton really did as far as what we're supposed to study, what we're supposed to do
Mhm.
from that point. Just knowing that we Israel and trying to predict the upcoming prophecies was really, that was like the main portion of what he had put out there.
Mm.
So I thought that was enough. So me, I slapped some fringes on the t-shirt, a few t-shirts.
Hold on
Lock it.
1 second. I just want to tell you, for one, this is stupid. Nipsey Hussle is African, stupid. He's already African, dummy.
He's Ethiopian.
Yeah, he's Ethiopian, nigga. Like, what is you talking about? Nigga? And this brother right here is an Israelite. He's not African. Well, we'll get to that. Just hold your horses and, just shut up.
Oh, God.
The Nigeria, the white Donald Trump. The fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Yeah, so I was in Ghana, found at least was aware of the truth in Ghana.
Okay.
I just didn't come into the truth in Ghana. So from that point, came back to the US for a little bit, went back out to Kenya. And the reason that I went from country to country is mainly because based on what was taught by like Ron, follow him too closely. It's just based on what he said. He said all Bantu are Israelite. Yeah, I didn't realize Bantu had nothing to do with racial background, anything of that nature. It's literally just a language group. It's people who say stuff that sounds similar to each other.
Mm.
So as I figured that out, then I ended up finding out about camps, about schools, via the internet. And as I delved into that, I thought that all the schools, all the camps, I thought no matter what name it was, like everybody taught the same thing.
Mhm.
I thought everybody just followed the same lane,
Ooh-wee.
and of course,
You think like the booty bandits, the purple cats. You was thinking like all Israelite groups is just one,
kind of
umbrella.
Okay,
count.
Salaki. So I'll give you like the purple cats. Them when I
I'm talking about when I say the booty bandits, right?
kind of
Okay.
You talking about gorilla?
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Kind of you gonna know why I know in a minute.
Oh, most time.
Trust me.
You gonna know exactly why he knows.
No. Oh, Salaki. Oh, I don't know nothing about it. He can keep him and his bandits. So,
The man, brother, who y'all know who this brother is, man? The brother, he was here last week, man. Shout out to y'all. Yourself, the Ock. He say in Louisiana. He said Louisiana, right? Yeah. I said Nakawan. No sweat, man. I don't know if you're in the school or not, man. But if you're not in the school, get in the school, brother. Let's go.
Come. So, where was I at?
The booty bandits.
Booty bandits. Yeah, the purple, the purple, the purple sparkle. So when I was in Nigeria and I was in Ghana, they were there. They were in every Hamite country I've been to. They were there. They were the first option that I had. Yeah, I thought like, let me reach out. When I reached out, a Hamite always answered the phone or nobody answered the phone, which basically telling me that a Hamite is handling the phone because that's just how they are. It's very sloppy, and it's not really much structure to it. So as I get to Kenya, while I'm in Kenya, I get introduced to the camps on the internet, and I realize not everybody teaches the same thing
Mhm.
because why is my name this, your name is that, and you talking about them like that and the other, as we saying Cali whoopty wop and wham, all that stuff you saying. Yet the thing is, I just made a list. I made a list of all the camps, and I went into what they teach. I watched all the videos on the YouTube, stuff like that, because I knew that the truth was nothing to play with. If I was going to make a decision on where to be, I needed to make sure that this was the place to be.
I'm gonna stop you right
for
there.
lack of word.
This is very interesting because I feel like everybody, for the most part, that is of age that joins an Israelite group, right, that begins the walk of being an Israelite, need to make sure that this is the right group, right? And I'm not saying it against you, but it is funny to me, right? Like if the need for being an Israelite means I have to be in the right place. It's funny, like how does that process of elimination start to take place? Because how in the fuck do you end up in Sakari then? How do you end up in GMS? I won't even use Sakari. I'll go older. How do you end up in GMS? Like, how does one here? You know, when a girl, we're gonna be dealing with girls when they 9 years old, 10 years old, and you gotta rape them. How does one hear something like that and end up with them? Right. So I just wanted to put that out there that like I feel like a lot of people start doing a process of elimination. Me, I just look for who was the most gangster. That's what I look for. I found the most gangster niggas, and Lord behold, it was the truth. But some people look for doctrines, right? Different things, teachings, stuff like that. But you did the same thing, and it started to lead you where?
So the way that I had vetted out each camp was consistency first, because the Most High is just not a deceiver. The Most High is not going to. I'm thinking of a scripture of the Most High. The Most High is not the art of confusion. So I knew wherever I would go, there's going to be a level of consistency on what you teach. If you're going to teach somebody about this truth, you're going to be consistent. If you're going to teach somebody about how to ride skis in the snow, it's going to be to what you teach. So as I was looking camp, there was I would have to say, like at first I thought of it as like a little bit of discernment, but it was a great deal of discernment for me to find what I found, because I started off looking at the breakoffs. Actually I looked at the list and there was no particular order. And I started off looking at the breakoffs first, and then I started finding out how they all broke off. Clear story about the breakoffs actually came from an Edomite. And I looked into it and I was like, okay, well, if when Yahushua had left and one of the disciples, let's just say, for instance, Peter was there and Yahushua is gone, and now all of a sudden Paul and Andrew, they want to go and make up their own, like they leave to do their own thing rather than helping out their brother, and they just leave Peter alone. They say some things every once in a while to pretend like, okay, I really care about you. That's still my brother. I acknowledge you as my brother, but he's in the house alone. And we know Commander General Hana's story as far as the basement and how bad that was. You leave him alone and you say that you keep the same truth. That's not real to me. Even
Right.
in the world, that's not real to me. So as I realized, like, okay, even before knowing Commander General Hana's story, I was like, okay, well, why would you break off from what's already unbroken? It just doesn't make sense.
Facts. And I'm gonna stop you right there because that's another heavy point. I got another question. Before we go to that, I gotta address the comment. Greatness 050. He said, I want to ask the guy in the blue shirt something. Can I get the fade? He said, for some reason, I just want to box, bro. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna answer it for him. You can absolutely get the fade. You just gotta fight me. You gotta get it with me though. If you want to get your quad design, you gotta go through me first. I mean, so don't pussyfoot. Don't pussyfoot now. I know you want to laugh now. That's funny, right? I know. Yeah. Anyway.
All you gonna need is the check hook and the jab.
Nah, your Quadazai's my dog. Your Quadazai's my brother. I don't know you.
Hey, Salaga, so I mean, if you want to shoot the fair ones, it's nothing though. But everything's a decent order. Everywhere I go is dolo, so I have a problem.
Nah, we ain't shooting no fair ones. Ain't nothing fair over here. Ain't nothing fair. You gonna show up to fight your Quadazai, Corbin, knock your ass out. We can do it though. Royal Rumble. I don't give a fuck. Let me see. Give me the old man. He look washed up. Man, look, I don't even know. I'm assuming this is a white man. It's just like the white man. They don't, man. And it's, but I just know, like, behind the spirit of who's typing this, I know that it is some small dick having white man behind the computer screen, and he's so insecure of himself that he has to pick on who he thinks he could be. And I'm gonna give you this too before we get back to the brother. It's biblical what you're doing. Like what you just said is absolutely in the Bible, and it represents white people. Look up the research of what Amalek did to the nation of Israel when we were in convoy. When we were leaving and rolling, we had our soldiers in the front. We had our young men, the sisters in the back. I mean, it's like, who was in the middle? Get me right. I don't, for lack of a better word, until I get it right, we had our soldiers in the front, and in the far back, we had the elderly, the sick, the ones who couldn't keep up. And Amalek, which today is the white man, the so-called Jewish man, he waited for the soldiers to go by, waited for the strong men and the sons to go by, for the elderly to be in the back to attack and kill all of the elderly. That is why the Lord commanded Moses in the book of Exodus, in Exodus 17 and verse 15, to make a banner unto the Lord and to name it Jehovah Nissi. And Jehovah Nissi was to remind Israel that forever the Lord would have war with Ammon for what you did, because you're such a coward bastard. That's what you are. Of course he says, give me the old man. He looked washed up. But why don't you fight me? Why don't you just fight, And
Salaga, sir, somebody that say they want to shoot the fair ones on the internet, man, that just know that they can't fight, man. You can't fight. I don't need to do that on the internet, man. Come on. If I want to throw the fair, I'm going to let you know. Hey, let's shoot the fair ones.
Yeah, man.
That's so soft.
Yeah, I know. I know you white and you rocks with black people. I know you just joking and trolling. I know this the internet fool, and I never heard of a troll. I know. Just don't beat your wife tonight. Just don't get drunk and beat your wife and then go shoot up some school or shoot up some bar tomorrow because your life is so small. Anyway, my bad. My bad.
You too wild, by the way.
But so at this point, you're learning about the truth and you're going through and you
Had a list.
you categorizing, who's who. You finding out who's who, what they teach, and you're trying to find a consistency.
Kind of a con.
And
So
and as you're finding the consistency, or right, did you ever come to a point where you had a top 2, 3, or how did this process of elimination work?
I mean, I can keep it entirely candid and concise.
Keep
for
it
you.
gangster, niggas. It's
Kind of a
CBP.
con. So ISUPK.
Yeah, the top 5 like signing day.
So,
Taking my talents to the UPK.
it almost felt like that. Because I knew once I got where I was gonna be at, I knew I was going all the way. It's 100 or nothing for me. So when I was looking at the list, ISUPK was actually, because I had some, the whole Lunar Sabbath thing. For a minute, it made some sense. So any of the camps that didn't have nothing to do with Lunar Sabbath, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at them later. So
and the Lunar Sabbath, that's when the Sabbath changes, right? So it's not always on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It could be on Tuesday.
Kind of a con. Though, then we get into. I probably have to.
Imagine trying to create a work schedule.
I probably have to fast forward through the schools, because there were some that I looked at, though, where things got into the later end of my search. Sakari and Genesis were at the end of the search, and that was like the end of the search of the breakoffs before going into ISUPK. Because even though the Lunar Sabbath thing, I still was going to look into the other camps and see what's going on and still vet and go from there, because I wasn't set on a Lunar Sabbath. I was just, okay, well, it just makes sense. Sound like it makes sense.
If I could, right, could be, you might have already said it, but what were your beliefs before you were intrigued by being a Hebrew Israelite? Like, was it Christianity? Was it Egyptology, or Muslim? Like, what was what was it that you were intrigued in before, and what made you say, like, okay, this ain't it, I got to find something else? You might have already said. I'm sorry, I might have missed it.
Lie, sir. Though my beliefs before, so I grew up in a Christian church, apostolic Christian to be. On my pop, apostolic. So on my mom's side, apostolic. On my pop side, like Pentecostal, I think. Both of them shouting, yeah. So I grew up playing the drums, different things like that. I'm not gonna go into too many details with that. Though, as I was there, like when I was, I want to say 12. It was anywhere between like 8 and 10, and then like 12 to 14. It was 2 times where particularly the elders of the church, I know we don't use that term yet, just for conversation.
No, you good, yeah.
When like 8 to 10, they asked, like, okay, what do you want to be? Like, who do you want to be? Like, who do you think that you'll be in the Bible? And I didn't have an answer. I kind of a con. So I didn't have an answer at 8 to 10. So they said, oh, he'll be like David, because I had multiple talents. Then as I continue on, 12 to 14, I was like, I want to be like Solomon. I want to be wise as him. Though at 14, I realized it wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of that. I was too focused on why. Cut. I was more focused on. So for those who didn't hear, officer asked me. I don't want to ask me. It wasn't because of 800 wives. It was not about that. Though I was more concerned, other than 800 wives, why I can't grow my hair out. Though, I mean, there was that, and then, and amongst other things, of course. Yet, at 14, I knew where I was not where I was going to get what I was looking for, praying for that type of wisdom. I knew it just wasn't going to happen.
So you said it like while you were there, they were making you cut your hair, telling you had to cut your hair, and you like, why can't I grow it out? And no answers were given to you like why you can't.
You ask any question and they're gonna ask you why are you asking questions like that.
Right. So you a young man, you like, I'm trying to grow my hair out, but they're like, nah, you gotta cut it. You gotta get the the fade or the brush cut or whatever.
Yeah, ball fade. Come.
They gave the military.
All right now. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all what we not about to do on the show. We ain't gonna be chopping it up on the fade now. All right now. I know you niggas with braids and shit, afros. It's all good.
It's a Salakia, a ball fade.
What? Hey. Same different. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm fucking around with y'all, man. So you was pretty much what Mahayar was.
I'm not sure.
Nah, he was Jehovah's Witness.
We inside that church, we would refer to anyone older than us as an elder. Though after I had reached that point, I knew like, okay, at that point, like where I basically was at that point was, I know there is a Most High. Right. I just don't know what the structure is. I don't know how that is. Even at one point, I even entertained the thought of maybe we're just like a big fingerprint, and we just are all small pieces of it. If you put us all together, then that's us, and we're just like, it's some wild, just bonkers. Is ridiculous.
You try to rationalize your reality. Any type of analogy.
Anything. So that was pretty much just like what I had believed at that point, but I wasn't looking for it anymore. The truth found me, because I was not, honestly, I was searching for the truth. I knew the existence of it. I had a zeal for it. I just didn't know what it is. I could not identify it.
So going back to now that you find out about the truth, you're not switching up, but you're categorizing who's in what truth, what camp you want to join, right? It was like a top 5 signing day, right? Who was your top 5? Who was your top 3? And hey, look, man, I already had Captain Tazariak. You feel me? It works. Let's go by it. Hey, my nigga got the best shit, man. Pause. He got the best oils, the best hair products, the best everything Tazariak does, man. What? The oils? Make sure you get that Javelin by Tazariak, though. You understand? He got the best oils in the business. Make sure you get that Javelin by Tazariak. Most High in Christ. Are we scared of Dub? No, Dub. Nigga, it's the internet. We're not scared of nobody on the internet. We're not scared of nobody, period. But it's the internet. There's nothing to be scared of. I sent the link for whoever was asking. The link has been there like 4 or 5 times. I dropped the link, but the link is there again. So y'all can ask for it. It's there. So Salaki, what's your top 3?
So I didn't really. Well, did I have a top 3?
Don't be ashamed.
Because the last bit that I went through was, like I said, the breakoffs, and I would have to say, based on going towards the end of it, because I didn't go like, oh, this is my top 3. I didn't make like a selection like that. Though I did think at that time that Sakari and Genesis had the truth. I just didn't understand why Sakari and Genesis, and it's prior to going through, because remember, you got the breakoffs with the Lunar Sabbath, and then you got later on after the Lunar Sabbath, like the ones who actually practice the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lunar Sabbath, I thought it was Sakari and Genesis. I just didn't understand why would they break off from each other. It just didn't make sense to me. So
makes sense to me.
At that time, it didn't make
No,
sense.
I got you. I know. I'm just adding ad libs, man. Call me Quavo.
Okay. So, as I continue forward from there, one of the common denominators that I noticed in Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh for this captain, I didn't understand why people respected somebody so much that talked so much shit about them. And that was Captain Tazariak.
Damn.
So
I almost
decided-
missed it.
kind of Salaki.
It was kind of late, but you want to say what you said again?
So I didn't understand why people respected somebody so much that kept disrespecting them.
And who was that?
Captain Tazariak.
I had to do that for the real. I had to do it for the real, man. Yeah, but on the real though, Captain Tazariak is that nigga. Like, there ain't no if you got a thing against Captain Tazariak, that's your own, whatever. But Captain Tazariak is tried and true, the resident body bagger of the UPK. That after General Mahayman, and of course that after Commander General Yohana. And that's the scary part. The scary part about Tazariak, and don't miss your point, but the scary part about Tazariak is world-class debaters, battlers, spiritual leaders, whole Israelite group leaders. The head is aiming for Tazariak. Tazariak is not the head of the Israelite School of UPK. Y'all understand how crazy that is? Like, y'all are trying to create groups or validate your group based off of Captain Tazariak, and Tazariak is not even the head of the Israelite School of UPK. That should show you how dangerous this school is.
Salaki, if I may.
Uh-huh.
Seeing Captain Tazariak debate and do what he does to this point, and not even just him, but even others of the Akim doing what they do, I didn't understand even to this day, why do people even try to come against some of the Akim when we've learned in the school from people who've been around since 1969, and there's no other school that can make that claim. Like the tutelage and the knowledge has come down from so far. Why would you even try and challenge it with this basic stuff that they come with?
I don't know. And that shit makes I don't know. It doesn't grind my gears, but it makes me scratch my head because when I talk to people all the time, they tell me how they're in this Israelite group or that Israelite group. Hey, I see y'all in the back chat. We about to come to you right now. But they tell me how like they joined this group or this group. And it just I can never understand like how you fall so far away from the truth, right? Like if you wanted to join the Marines, you join the Marines. You don't join some offshoot brand of the Marines. Like if I create my own group and say, I'm the head of the Durham Marines of the United States of America, you would look at me and say, hey, what the fuck are you? You are not a fucking Marine. You may have had some Marine training. You may have been a Marine in the past. You may have learned what Marines learned and could teach me some things that Marines could teach me, but you are not a Marine. Even if I was a Marine, y'all see how that work? Even if I was a Marine, they would say, if I want to be a Marine, I can't go to you. I have to go to who is authorized to make Marines. Commander General Yohana in the Israelite School of UPK is the only school that is authorized to create priests in the earth. It's the only school. You can't go anywhere else. So even if a brother or a sister has some kind of knowledge outside of the truth, they can teach you the precepts, teach you the breakdowns, teach you the Lashwan Kodash. That does not make them authorized to designate a man or anybody to be in the truth. Only the Lord does, and the Lord established his name in 1969 with the truth. We want to pause right there because we're going to get right back to it. but I had my hook in the water for a while, and I think we caught some. What y'all been waiting on, man? Y'all been asking for these devils to come up here for a while, so I'm gonna bring them up here. The clothing, I'm gonna get back to you on the website, man. But for now, hit me up on Facebook at UPK_Javelin, on Instagram UPK_Javelin. Get that Javelin where y'all see it, man. The designer hoodie, extra heavy. Get at me. Let me see here. We got some people backstage. Let me bring them up. You lost, get over it. What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Hey, so what do you have to say about a black woman being?
No, don't do that. Ask what's your name and where you calling from first. Then we'll get to what you want to talk about. All right.
Selected. Why he got the bar?
Hey, quit muting me. Quit
answer
censoring me.
What is your name and
Quit
where you
censoring
calling
me.
from?
My name is Joshua. In the book of Joshua, we led the Israelites to the promised land. Did we not?
First of all, before we do anything,
Did we not?
Before we do anything,
Hey, did we not?
Listen, I want all the white people to know that this is your white representative. And he's coming up here to represent white people in a terrible way. I'm asking, what is his name?
Joshua led the Israelites to the promised land.
That's fine, Joshua, but where are you calling from?
Why do you need to know where I'm from?
If you watch the CBP, if you watch
From
the show,
from the kingdom of God.
Okay, Joshua, from the kingdom of God. We know that you're a devil because you sure are a liar. We know that.
I'm a devil,
much.
but my wife is Muslim and she chose me.
I got you. Your wife is Muslim. What the fuck does your wife being Muslim got to do with anything? We don't care about Muslims.
There's a reason why your race got conquered by the white man, bro. Because you guys are too weak.
Hold on. You got to put your camera on.
You're too weak, bro. You're too weak.
Put your camera on.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why the white man put y'all in chains.
Drop you.
Because you're too weak.
I'm gonna have to drop you. I'm gonna have to drop you if you don't put your camera on. Just put your camera.
My camera is on.
No, it's not. Dummy. Are you watching the stream? Are you watching the stream? Do you see that your camera's on?
Well, that ashy ass Snoop Dogg cousin motherfucker looking like definitely ain't me.
Are you so white and stupid? Are you white and stupid? You don't realize that your camera's not on?
Hey, am I stupid or are you stupid for your people being in chains and not mine?
You don't know that your camera's not on. Put your camera on.
I do know my camera's on.
Why do white people dwell in homosexuality? Like, is it
homosexuality? Hey, so you don't have a white boss?
Hey,
the company you work for, you don't have a white boss?
You're so homosexual. You want to put your profile picture as your nipple for every
No, I'm making fun of
a
different individual.
No, you're not
trying to come up on here.
No, you are homosexual. That's what you are. That's why you don't want to share your screen, because you don't want the world to see the face of a true red-blooded patriot white man, homosexual.
Hey, guess
That's
what you
don't
are,
want
though.
the world to see.
Guess what you are, though.
It doesn't matter.
You're a nigger.
Or homosexual.
You're a nigger.
Put your camera on and stop showing that nasty.
You're a nigger.
That nasty white whatever the hell
You're
it is.
a fucking nigger. How does it feel? How does it feel knowing that you guys got conquered by white men?
Let me ask you this: how does it feel to know you have a small penis?
Hey,
how does that feel?
All I know is a black Muslim lady chose me to marry her.
Your penis cannot satisfy.
Hey, how bad does that hurt? Hey, it don't matter how big your dick is. Them chains around your ancestors' neck will never get smaller.
Can you tell me how I feel though? That chain hurts. Now you tell me how I have a small penis.
The chain hurt your ancestors. The chain don't hurt me, y'all.
Listen. This is
why you were conquered.
Listen.
This is why you were conquered and sold by your own people.
Listen,
you guys are fucking retarded.
First of all, we weren't sold by our own people, dumb.
Yeah, you were.
If you learn,
you're a retard.
In school, you would learn that Africans sold Israelites into slavery, stupid. And
exactly.
This is what you should learn.
Yeah, the Africans sold blacks into slavery.
No, I said Israelites into slavery, dumb, not blacks into slavery, Israelites.
Hey, so where you work, you don't have a white boss?
Black people.
So where you work, you don't have a white boss? Because I know where you work.
I'll answer that.
I know where you work. So where you work, you don't have a white boss?
You don't know where I work because if you knew where I work, you know that my
exactly.
Boss is
you
not
don't
white.
Work, you fucking lame.
My boss is not white at all. But
I know
what?
Because you don't work.
But
you don't work.
Don't know anything.
You don't work.
Africans did not.
You don't work.
Africans into slavery. Africans sold
Hey,
Israelites into
Snoop Dogg
slavery.
slash
We are not
Stephon Diggs. Just be
African.
quiet. We'll get to you in a minute. Hey,
We
Snoop
are
Dogg
not
slash
African.
Stephon
And
Diggs. We'll
listen,
get to you in a minute.
listen, I'll put a bit of time on
Hey,
the show,
Snoop Dogg
but
with
you
the
know that you,
1980
but you
glasses,
know that
Stephon
you
Diggs.
are
We'll
a
get to you in
coward.
a minute.
You know that you're a white coward, right? You are a white pussy. You don't even. You're scared to put your camera up. You're scared in front of all of your white.
Now y'all too
predecessors
ignorant.
to put
You're
your
too
camera up.
ignorant.
If we're too
Bro,
ignorant,
I'm scared
why
y'all
are
in a
you on
brick
the stage?
room.
If we're
Y'all
too
in a
ignorant,
brick
why are you here?
room.
Why are you here?
You're in a
with
brick
you on
room.
stage? Because you're a coward.
I came up here
Because
to
you're
say one thing.
insecure.
I
Because
came
you
here
know
up
that
here to say
everything that
one
we say
thing.
about you is true. You know that you're a devil. You know that you're very small.
Hey, I'd
You know
rather be a
God hates
devil
you.
than a
You know
nigger.
how I know that God loves me and God hates you?
How?
Because when I take a shower tonight, I'm going to look down at myself and I'm going to know God
So
bless
you haven't
me,
taken
and
a
he
shower
cursed
all
you
day
with a
until
small
tonight?
penis. I know that in the
You haven't
summertime,
taken it.
when I go
Bro, it
outside
don't
and the
matter
sun
how
is
big your
blazing,
dick is.
and while you have to buy 10
Hey,
pounds
Kunta
of oil
Kinte had a big dick.
and sunscreen because you'll die
Kunta
from skin
Kinte had a
cancer.
big dick.
I'll know that God blessed me with skin that can live out in the sun while you dying.
And that's why the white man conquers your people.
Sun hates you. God hates
And that's
you so
why the
much.
white
He
man
brought
conquers
you
your people.
melanin. He didn't give you melanin to protect you from the sun.
That's why the
to
white man conquers
give
your
rays
people.
and vitamins and sun rays to the whole earth. We
That's
love
why
the
the
sun.
white
You hate
man
it.
conquers
You
your
hate
people.
the sun. That's why you want to live in the night.
I love
That's
the
why you
sun.
want to live in the nighttime where all the prostitutes lie,
I love the sun.
where all the rapists
My
lie,
wife's almost
where all
as
the
dark. My wife's
murderers
as
does
dark
their
as you.
grievance. You want to live in the nighttime because you hate the light. You love
I
the
love the
dark
light.
because you're a
I love
devil,
the
and you
light.
know that God hates you, man. You know
No,
God
I know
hates
God
you,
loves
which is
me.
why you don't want to put your camera on.
Yeshua.
Because you don't want the
Yeshua.
world to
Joshua led
see
the
a
Israelites to the
devil.
promised
You
land.
don't want the world to see who God hates, and God hates you, man. God
Hey, those who say what God does
that.
is the true devil.
hates you, and God hates your boys.
That's why you're in a brick building
you.
hiding
God
out.
will never make you big. God will continuously make you small because
Hey,
you
well, God
are
made
the
your
wicked on the face
ancestors.
of the planet
God
Earth.
made your
And you gotta
ancestors
live with
slaves
that,
for a
man.
reason.
I feel sorry for your wife.
I don't feel sorry for
your wife.
you.
I
don't feel sorry for
children.
you. I don't feel sorry for
everyone
you.
that you come into.
I don't feel sorry. Hey, you're the one going live giving white people the power. You're the one going live talking about white devils every single fucking weekend, giving us power.
You're showcasing
You fucking
another man's
retarded
nipple
ass
as your goddamn
motherfucker.
profile picture. How homosexual can you be? We know about your
You're
history,
the only
white
one
man.
talking about
Alexander the
homosexuals.
Greek.
I've never seen a woman on your podcast.
The English settlers, the history of the
Hey, look how
Romans
mad you are,
and
though.
the ancient Greeks, and how you had
Look how
sex
mad
with
you
little
are.
boys. How many little
Look how
boys
mad
have
you
had
are.
sex with?
Hey, look how much in control I have of
Answer
you,
that.
though. I control you.
How
Look
many
at
little
you.
boys have you had sex with? Answer that.
I control
Devil.
you.
How many
I
little boys
control
have you had
you,
sex with?
and my
How many little
ancestors
boys have
controlled
you
you even
controlled?
more.
How many little boys have you controlled in your life?
Did you know my grandpas killed each other so slavery could be free?
Boys have you controlled in your life?
Did you know my great-great-great-grandfathers killed each other so you could be free?
White
You should be telling the white devils thank you.
White people. This is white
Tell
people.
the white devils thank you. Tell the white devils thank you.
This is white people, and this is why black people, you should never love white people, because of white men like him.
Hey, it's too late. Hey, it's too late. Hey, guess what though? It's too late.
Society.
It's too late.
Of white,
it's too late.
And you love white people and you love America. You put idiots like this faggot on in front of you.
It's too late.
You put idiots like this homosexual in front of you.
Bro, you
now,
love talking about homos, bro.
So that this
you
homosexual
steady talking about homos.
You. Listen, man. My
you
people
steady talking about homos.
We'll never love you.
And all you have is men on your podcast.
He had a black wife. He said,
hey, bring a woman on your podcast.
How do you have a black wife and you're such a white homosexual? How does that work?
Hey, you tell me, nigger. You tell me, nigger.
I tell you how it works because you hate
you
that
tell me,
woman.
nigger.
You cheat on her.
You tell me, nigger.
You won't even please her sexually. That's
you tell me, nigger.
You give her all 3 sexes.
You tell me, nigger.
At all.
You tell me, nigger. Just like General Lee.
Some other black man, putting rod in.
Yeah, that's why you got three. You got 3 dudes with dicks in your podcast. No women.
While he's sitting in the corner watching.
Hey, where's your wife though? Where's your wife though? Hey, Snoop Dogg, Stephon Diggs. We'll get you in a minute. Ashley ass motherfucker, 1980s glasses. Hey, Snoop Dogg, Stephon Diggs. We'll get to you in a minute. Relax.
You're not getting to nothing. You lost, get over it with another man's nipple as your profile.
If I could, man, like it's
Hey, if you could or you couldn't, you're gonna be a nigger at the end of the day. You're gonna be a nigger at the end of the day. Either way you cut the cheese, homeboy. Either way you cut the cheese, you're a nigger.
Right? He come up here trying to exude power, but you don't even have the confidence to put your face on the screen. You're talking about how
my face is on the screen.
You're talking about how white people enslaved us and how you got power over us, but you don't even have
100%
put your face on the screen.
100%.
You are a coward, man.
100%. Hey, your whole podcast relies on grasping back power.
Piece of garbage, and you're hiding behind a camera.
My voice is up though. It's my voice, right?
You put your camera up and be tough.
My camera is up.
No, your camera's not up, man. Your camera's not up.
Where's all the women?
Is a picture
if you guys are not homos, where's all the women?
A naked piece of chicken, a raw piece of chicken is on my screen right now. That's what I see.
Hey, just don't remember though. Don't remember. Hey, just remember though. Just remember though.
I'm looking at a skinless chicken thigh right now on my screen.
Kunte Kinte had a big dick, and we all know what happened to him. Kunte Kinte had a big ass cock, and what happened to him?
It's a thigh right now. A boneless thigh on my screen right now.
Go ahead.
Hey, Stephon Diggs, Snoop Dogg, syllable at a time. We'll get you in a minute. Yep, there we go. Shine those pearly teeth. They're a lot wider than your concubines.
Fuck him. Go ahead.
You done. Hey, man. Like if y'all into liking the sun so much though, then why you gotta put on suntan lotion? That's my question. Don't make sense.
Why are you wearing sunglasses in the dark if you got all that melanoma? Yeah, you dumbass motherfucker. Shut your fucking mouth, you stupid fucking nigger.
It's called having swag.
Yeah,
it's swag. In the salt of the earth. He looks like he's going to a motherfucking NASCAR event and it happened.
The last time you touched a woman is when you came out of your mother's vagina. When is the last time?
The last time you touched a woman is when your mom beat you over the head because you couldn't fry chicken.
When is the last time you spoke to a woman?
I'm speaking to one right now.
When's the last time you spoke to a flesh and blood woman?
Bro, you look like a mix between Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, bro.
This is the last time you kissed a woman's back. You know that soft spot on her
back? Way
sooner than you, bud. When's the last time you kissed it?
Bro,
when's the
you came out your mama's asshole. That's why they call you the shit.
You can't say it because the last time you touched a woman was when you came out of your mother.
I'm married right now. My wife's right here sitting next to me.
The only thing you touch is that
guess what? Guess what? Guess what you guys gonna hate? Guess what you guys gonna hate? She's black and Muslim.
Because you are not a man.
Listen, your wife is not black. You're a goddamn liar.
That's a fact.
You're a goddamn liar.
That's a fact. Hey, I got a woman next to me. Where's y'all ladies at? For real.
No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Wait.
Where's your ladies at? For real.
Answer your question.
Hurry up then, you fucking nigger. Answer it. Because if it was me in the olden days, I would tie you up to a fucking tree and whip your back.
I got you. Too bad we not, right?
But yeah, too bad we not. Yeah.
Why,
shut the fuck up and know your place.
In your little homosexual mind, do you think I'm supposed to
why are you so fixated on homosexual?
Why you think
weirdo,
I'm supposed to show you my women on camera when you won't even show your face, dumb?
So I'm a homosexual, but you want me to show my face.
If I could rebuttal to what you said.
Yeah.
Why are you so obsessed with another man's face?
Homosexuality? Because your people are sick and raped my forefathers.
Oh, really? Hey, but look at P. Diddy, though. Hey, but look at Diddy. Look at Diddy.
Sex with men.
So what do you have to say about Diddy?
Slaves. Your forefathers had slaves, right? You want to bring them?
What do you have to say about Diddy?
So
what about Puff Daddy?
Instead of having
what about Puff Daddy?
You chose to have sex with men because you are.
Yes, Puff Daddy did. Yes, P. Diddy chose to have sex with men. Yes, he did.
You love to deflect. You deflect.
Hey, you want to know something? If P. Diddy gave you $1 million, you would let him put it in your ass. Do you want to know why?
You don't have any sense of decorum, and you are the perfect example and the epitome of white people. And you are
why I came up here.
Should be.
That's why I came up here.
Should be. White people need to see this. We're gonna clip you, and we're gonna make sure we put you all over the internet, so people know just how raw and how lack of decorum and modesty and etiquette white people have. You can't even have a damn conversation. You have no sense of decorum. You are a piece of garbage, and you are homosexual. I bet if you cut your camera on right now, I'm curious what your role is. In your room right now, you don't even have any goddamn clothes on.
You need to have somebody fucking fix that hair, bro. What is going on with your hair, bro?
Up the internet browser.
Oh my goodness gracious!
This is called.
Hey, I thought Stephon Diggs, P Diddy was ugly. I thought Stephon Diggs, P Diddy was ugly.
And I love how you keep talking about Stephon Diggs. You brought up Diddy, but respond to the fact that white men used to rape black slaves. Respond to it. Tell me why. If you were so powerful, why did you have to explain it?
Why did you have to rape black women?
Explain it. If you're so powerful,
and you want to know why? You want to know why?
Why did
you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because we could.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. What's your response to that?
Because
so what's your response to that?
You are an animal. And
but if you were a bigger and stronger race,
and you are the reason why white people should not rule.
If you're a bigger, it don't matter what should, could, been, would. It don't matter about that. We're in reality.
To be humane.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
So at the end of the day, you're a loser. Hey, just say I'm a loser, bro. Bro, hey, homie, give me your cash app. I will pay you to fix your hair. Bro, I will donate you $100 right now if you fix your hair.
We got
your shit is fucked, fool.
Are you Dub or are you somebody else?
I'm Dub. Dub the come up.
This is Dub.
Most High.
I've been waiting on you, man.
Here we go. So you mean to tell? Hold on 1 second. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wait, Dub, why you say that?
Hey, Stephon Diggs.
I don't even do too much talking. Hey, chat. I'm disappointed in chat. I'm disappointed.
Hey, bro, where is that comb at, bro? Bruh, I will literally donate money to your cash app right now to fix that hair.
Any decorum.
What's your cash app, sir?
You can't even have intellectual conversations. You are a child.
What's your cash app, sir?
Very highly of you. Like we could talk to you and have some conversation.
They saying that's not Dub.
Oh, we could.
Hey, what's your cash app, sir? What's your cash app, sir?
I'm sorry.
What's your cash app, sir?
Back in chat. I'm sorry.
What's your cash app, sir? I will pay you to fix your hair.
Does have decorum.
What's your cash app?
Someone who claims to be so damn powerful, but sounds like a damn peasant on this computer.
I'll get a cash app. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's CBP.
CBP nigger.
1969. Send it. Listen, I want all of y'all to realize that this is who y'all. This is your king. This is who y'all hyped up to come up here and talk to us. Like he just made he is an embarrassment for white men. Matter of fact, I don't even think he's an embarrassment. I think he's the epitome of white men.
That's it.
You understand? White men come on here and talk all this shit and then run. Y'all realize I didn't even have to kick him off. I didn't even have to mute him. He left on his own. This is who y'all wanted up here.
Pull your pants up.
This is who y'all wanted.
Pull your damn pants up. Close that laptop, you sick piece of garbage.
Someone impersonating Dub. Bring Dub up here. I seen two people was up here earlier. Bring the other cat back so we could do, understand? Go ahead. Go ahead.
And Shalakia, sir, this shows you how, like, for white men, even their own woman turns down from them because they type of character. And white men sound to speak so damn effeminate. You could sense spiritually how effeminate and how soft they really is. Just how you heard him speaking though shows and proves how soft they really is. It effeminate, that type of spirit. Blacks, Latinos, American, Indian men, we masculine. We don't act like that. That's not our type of spirit. That's not our vibe. Are you?
White men don't be like us. Like to be like us, you have to be able to withstand all of the things that he's throwing in our face. Like, yeah, you hung us from trees. Yeah, you raped our women. Yeah, you raped our men. You did a lot of things to us that was atrocious. You committed a lot of terroristic acts against black people, but we were strong enough to deal with it and continue and to still be the salt of the earth in the same nation in the place that you've enslaved us in and still make this nation great. Like black people have the capacity to be great and to be rulers. I have no idea why black people are not ruling the face of the earth, man. Like black people got to realize that these type of white men that you just heard are the white men that you go to work with. These are the type of white people that you see in the club. They are the same ones you meet in the bar, the same ones in your voting lines when you go to vote for your governor, when you vote for your politicians, when you vote for your judge, when you vote for the president. These are the same white men that you're loving on when you're at the LGBTQ rally when you're at the Black African American parades, when you're at the 4th of July rallies, when you're at Black Lives Matter protests, these are the same white men that are in everyday society. So why would you belittle yourself to be under the foot of some white man who thinks so small of you when they are actually small in the earth? When they are ones who need us, they need the Latin, they need Mexicans, man. Who you fooling, man? Who you lying to? You think that black people need white people for what? For what exactly? For internet, for food, for love, for protection? Black people don't need protection from the U.S. military. You know why? Because black people throughout history have had a God that will flood any enemy of the nation of Israel with water. You think we need guns and atom bombs? Nigga, you will die from H2O, water, deprived of oxygen. God will kill you and your nation for dealing evil against black people, man. But black people, you got to wake up. See, white people, they've learned how to love their God. They've learned how to give their allegiance to their God, their money, their Christianity, their evil. They've learned it, and it works for them. Black people, when you going to learn to love what works for you? What works for you is serving the God of the Bible, man. Stop loving white people. Stop loving Africans and Chinese and Hawaiians and all of these other nations. Stop celebrating Christmas and 4th of July. You understand? And thinking that we got to vote for America to become a better place so that we can inhabit it, man. Learn and read the Bible. Learn the truth about God and who he is and what he's done and what he's going to do for us. That is what black people have to understand, is what you have to know. Otherwise, these type of white men will forever be our rulers. They'll forever be ruling over us, man. Y'all see the truth here. Y'all see the truth of white men on the CBP, on the Chain Breakers podcast. So that little white boyfriend you got, I know you think you love him because you have sex with him. He hates you. He hates you just like this white man. And before you begin to say, well, he's not like him, how the fuck do you know? How do you know? Because he lays you on your back at night? He gets the same sexual pleasures that our slave masters used to get with our great-great-great-great-grandmothers? The only difference is back then they had to take it by force. Now you give it up willingly. So how do you know? The only way to know a good white man is by a white man giving up everything that he's had good that was given to us by slavery and giving it to you. That's the only way.
That's it.
That's the only way I know a good white man. Give everything that you've had and earned and gotten good in this earth and give it back to the people that you've gotten it from. Money, protection, land, law, everything that you've gotten, everything that you have, you got it from black people, Hispanics and Native Indians, man. You wouldn't have this land if it wasn't for them. You wouldn't have the protections that you have in the military if it wasn't for black men joining your military to fly in your skies, to take control of your seas, to rule your battlegrounds, to be scientists in your labs, to be doctors in your medical facilities, to be Air Force, to be in the air, not the Air Force, the NASA to fly your rocket ships. I mean, wasn't it black women that created the mathematics to get you to the moon, to get you into outer space? Come on, man. Who you fooling? You goddamn lie. Come on.
As you said, in the Air Force, remember the Red Tails movie? The only reason that white people are getting shot down out of the air is because black people led them through the sky to make sure that they were secure. Right. And then you have the nerve to get on the internet and disrespect black people. Yet we are the ones that the reason why you have security in your household. We built the security system that you use. We built the stoplight. We built the refrigerator. Yet you have the nerve to get on the internet and say that black people are lazy. Black people don't do this. We don't do that. Well, white people, what have you done other than rape, rob, and murder everyone on the earth? You are the devil. You are evil according to everybody on the earth. You don't do nothing. All you do is steal and murder and slack it.
No, what you're saying is heavy, man. And if I could, man, I just want black people to really listen really listen and pay attention to what y'all just heard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah to command Jenny Yohana for waking us up. Because I will never be insecure about being black again, man. If you Hispanic, you should never be insecure about being Hispanic. You so-called Native American, you should never be insecure about who you are, because the white man is the real insecure piece of garbage.
That's right.
You understand? And y'all just heard a real devil,
a real white man,
his soul. To speak his soul. I asked him, why did you have to rape black men and black women? He said, because we could. They are fucking animals, man.
That's right.
They are animals.
That's right.
You understand? And that is Donald Trump. That's every president that has ever been in that office, that's every politician, that's ever white ruler you've ever seen. That's your boss. That's your that's your friend. That's your husband. That's your wife. That's how they are, man. They're animals. That's right. And without this Bible, we would be just like them.
That's right.
Without these laws, statutes, commandments, we would be just like them, man.
That's right. No, that's facts. That's facts. Listen, man. I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna bring the blue collar vet up, but the question was, do you hate white women as well, or just white? Let me just explain this to you. As Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we do not sleep or love any white woman at all. You understand? And it has, like, when y'all use the word hate, you use it in a sense in how you've hated us. So does that mean that I go outside and see white women and think, oh man, I should kick her down, or I should spit at her food, or I should be rude to her, or any of that? No. You understand? We see white people all the time, and we are professional with white people. You know why? Because we're better than you. Your hatred to us is not like our hatred to you. King David said this in the Bible. He said, I hate them with a perfect hatred. That hatred comes from the Most High. The Lord hates white women. You know why? Because white women has gotten countless numbers of black men unalive for lying on black men, saying that black men touched them, that black men raped them, that black men groped them. We just buried 4 years ago the woman who lied on Emmett Till and said that he whistled at her and got Emmett Till murdered. Came out later that Emmett Till never even whistled at her, as if it wasn't wrong enough to murder that boy in the way that they did. She died years ago right here in North Carolina. Do we hate white women? God hates white women. God hates you for how devilish you ain't no better than your husbands, man. No better than the men that you lay with at night. Don't ask me about y'all. You care about what we hate. God hates you. That's the problem with white people, man. You so worried about what the Chinese think, what the Russians think. You so worried about what the Philistines think and what the UN thinks and what politicians think, when you don't give a damn about what God thinks. Why don't you ask God if God hates white people? You'll never ask him that because you're scared of the answer, because you know you've been a devil. The hell are you talking about, man? Now, we're going to bring up Blue Collar Vet, another white person, and let's see if he has a little bit more decorum than the other white people that's been brought up on the stage.
Damn, bro, you don't remember
Vet,
me?
what's your name? Oh, man, I'm over here.
Yeah, homie. Come on, bro.
Damn, my bad, man.
Oh, man. I thought I was all excited, man. You forget about me, dude. That's fucked up, homie.
Nah, I ain't forget. It's just, you feel me, on the screen at the bottom, you know, we just dealt with another devil, but I didn't know. And again, we still waiting on your pedigree, but you said that your father was Mexican and your father's father was Mexican and so on and so forth. So with that being said, you are from the tribe of Issachar. What's going down, man? I know you calling from Tucson, Arizona. What's the word?
Not much, man. Just listen. I've been listening, so I wanted to come up here and just see what you guys have. Let me ask you something. So, are you saying, I don't come up here to argue. So let me ask you this.
1 second. Your quad is up. I'm gonna put you down 1 second, but don't leave. All right, don't leave. I'm gonna put you down. Let me just get the side by side with the brother real quick. All right.
Okay.
1 second. Nadia, I need a sound check real quick. Actually, do I need it? I might need it. Hold on. You can hear me, blue collar?
Oh shit. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
Too much of a close up, huh? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure we got the I'm trying to get a sound check, make sure we can still be heard. Now y'all let me know something. We good? All right. Blue collar, go ahead. What's your question?
So I've been listening, right? So you're saying, people were saying, like, are you racist towards white people, X, Y, and Z, right? Or whatever the question was. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that black people, if what they so choose to say, want to call it racist, bad taste in your mouth, whatever you want to call it, right? Towards white people, you're saying more because of history has caused that bad taste in your mouth, rather than when white people want to call them racist is simply because of the color of your skin. Am I right or wrong? Is that what you're getting at?
Say that one more time, but the last part.
So like, all right, so with white people, more racist, their racism more so would stem from color of your skin, feeling inferior to them, whatever, right? That's where their racism comes from. To where what you're trying to say is yours would, I'm just saying, look, if I'm just going to say, if you want to be called a racist, you're racist towards white people because of history the history that has brought that. Am I close?
Let me help you out here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on, let me make sure we good. Let me help you out here, man. And I think I understand your question. Here's a better question. The white man's hatred for us is because the color of our skin. They hate us because they know something that the world has been hidden from the world for thousands of years. It's something that Jesus Christ died to teach everyone, that the Romans killed him and unalived him so that the world would never know. And that is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. That is what Christ wanted the world to know. And because of that, white people hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because of it. Like, you're familiar with the Exodus, right? Let me just ask you that. I'm gonna answer your question, but I want to walk you through it. Are you familiar with the Exodus?
The book in the Bible?
Yeah, like Moses and what happened with the Israelites. Yeah. So what happened?
What Moses was, what would you call so let me tell you, Moses was like an orphan. He basically got adopted into the Egyptian royal family.
Okay.
He left. He went back. He didn't know who he was, right? So he didn't like the way he killed a slave master or whatever the fuck they called him back then, whatever you want to call him, right? Like overseer or whatever. Didn't he not?
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
So he didn't like this, so he killed, and then he went on the run, correct? To the desert. Am I right?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm not, this is what I know.
Good.
I don't. He goes to the desert. He finds this tribe.
Mm-hmm.
He marries, has kids,
mm-hmm.
speaks to God.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to Egypt to lead figure out who he really is.
Okay.
Leads his people to the promised land, right? I mean, that's the gist of it in a nutshell.
I want to focus on that. I'm
sure it's deeper.
I want to focus on that promised land part. So how did Moses free his people?
He led them, the story is he parted the Red Sea.
He parted the Red Sea, and then what happened?
God drowned the Egyptians that were chasing him.
There you go. You want to figure out why all of this racism exists? You just said it. That right there is what you need to focus on, because the whole world knows that God would drown. He would drown the Egyptians in the Red Sea. He would drown them with water to free Moses and the Israelites. The world does not like that God is on their side. The Philistines, they didn't like that God was on the side. I'll tell you something. But in retrospect, King David probably should have never killed Goliath. It probably should have never happened. Goliath was a fucking war hero. You understand? Like Goliath, like if we were the Philistines, Goliath would have been like, He was that nigga. Like you're not killing Goliath. What the hell are you talking about? You like to kill Goliath, you would have had to been like some shit greater than Goliath, which didn't exist. So for some boy, a shepherd, a herder of sheep, who he hasn't seen one battle, 1 ounce of warfare at all, to come and unalive Goliath with a sling. The Philistines hated the children of Israel because God was on their side. Let me tell you about another thing that happened with the nation of Israel that white people can't understand. White people will never understand how after 99 million Negroes, 75 million Native Indians were unalived at the hand of the oppressor during the Trail of Tears and during the transatlantic slave trade, followed by 200 to 300 years of forced labor and oppression and slavery, where many atrocities were committed against the people that were afflicted, that were confined to harsh labors, being hung on trees, babies used as alligator bait, somehow managed to survive. And now in 2020 and 26, they're millionaires. They're millionaires in America. You know why? Because God loves black people. God is on the side of Israel. So to answer your question, white people are racist against black people because white people know God loves us and God hates them. That's the reason. The reason why we teach what we teach is because God said this in Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. This is what the Lord is saying. Am I missing something? Let me go ahead. You got it? Let me let him select. Let me see if I could real quick. You got something, then pass it back. Give me Ezekiel 35 and verse 34. Let's start there.
34, sir.
Is that what I wanted?
You want verse 4?
Verse 4.
Yeah, come.
Uh-huh.
This book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
I will lay thy cities waste,
Mm-hmm.
and thou shalt be desolate.
No, go me verse 3.
Verse 3.
No, verse 2.
Verse 2.
Let's go to verse 2. Come on.
Son of man.
Son of man. Who is the son of man?
God,
You know?
Jesus. Well, hold on.
Come on, let's go. Keep reading.
Hold on. Sorry, I misunderstood that. God. Okay, go. Keep going.
Come on.
Not the God isn't the son of man, but go ahead. Yeah.
Come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
The Lord says, set thy face against Mount Seir, not with it, not on side with Mount Seir. Mount Seir is where Esau went. If you read the Bible, Esau became the progenitor of the Edomites, the Dukes. You ever heard the Duke Manor or the Dukes of Gethlinsburg or the Dukes of Erskine of Tavern? Dukes were biblically the names of the kings of white races. White people became the dukes, and they progenerated from Mount Seir, otherwise known as the upper eastern part of Russia. You understand? The Caucasus Mountains. Keep going.
And prophesy against it.
And speak against it. Speak against these people that come from the Caucasus Mountains. Keep going.
Verse 3.
It's
saying to it. Thus saith the Lord
now,
God.
This saith the Lord God, not us. It's not about why we are racist. It's not about if we're racist or who we hate or not. This comes from God. Keep going.
Behold. Oh, Mount Seir.
Behold. This is Mount Seir. These are the Caucasians, right? Keep going.
I am against thee.
Read it again.
I am against
No, he's with thee.
I am against
We all made in God's image.
Against thee.
We all love each other.
I am against
the Lord said, I am against thee. Keep going.
And I will stretch out mine hand against
And the Lord will stretch his hand out against thee, against those that come from Mount Seir. Keep going.
And I will make thee most desolate.
And I will make thee most desolate. Meaning out of all the nations on the earth, I will make you most of nothing. You will be the most vagabond. You will be the culture on the earth that has no culture. Keep going.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste.
This is what's going to happened to Las Vegas. Your white man has thought that he's built up a great American society. He thinks he's won. He thinks the game is over. He thinks that God has forgotten about his children. The Lord said, I will lay thy cities to waste. Keep going.
And thou shalt be desolate.
And you'll be nothing. Keep going.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And eventually, finally, white people will know that the Lord is the man that flooded the Red Sea and killed the Egyptians. Finally, you'll know who God is. Keep going.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Not because of the color of their skin. Not because of the smallness of their nature. Not because of the strainedness of their hair. Not because of none of that. It has nothing to do with your hair. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It has nothing to do with how good you have sex with your wife or not.
Hair, homie. I got some thick ass curly hair, homie. Anyway, go on.
But read.
And thou hast shed the blood of
read it again. Salakia.
This book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because of your perpetual hatred. Because of how you've hated us. The things you've done to us. You understand? Like you went to war. The scriptures say that we were at war with each other in the bowels of Rebecca, man. In her womb, we were at war with each other because you are such a ravenous beast. You cannot live in peace with us. When you go back and look, I implore every man in here that's watching this, every sister can read the book of Genesis. Read how the nation of Israel started to gain. I mean, not Israel. How Jacob started to wander. And how he started to learn about the world around him. He traveled, and he saw Esau, man, his brother. And when he saw Esau, his brother, he seen the men that Esau had. And Jacob had his own men, had his own cattle, had his own flock. And Jacob said, you know what? Take everything that I have. And he laid it in front of Esau, gave it to his brother, submitted everything that he had unto Esau, the white man. Now, what spirit on the earth is that today? That's black people today to say, man, I know we great. I know we got this. Man, let's take everything that we got and give it to America to fight against the Russians, to fight against the Koreans, to fight against China, man. That is black people today.
That's right.
But the white man has had a perpetual hatred against us, no matter how much we've given to him. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
You've shed the blood of the children of Israel. You've unalived us. You've killed us. You hung us in the street. Dead bodies swinging, strange fruit. You did that, not you, but I'm talking to white people.
I get you. I get it.
To us. You did it to us. Keep going.
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword. Keep going.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time when we was in our iniquity. Meaning in the time that we was disobeying our God. We was drug addicts. We was serving other gods. We was living under the coaches of the Hamites and the Africans during this time. So we weren't in our power. We weren't in our strength. We lost our strength. And in that time, you saw fit to enslave us and to destroy us even further. Keep going.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
And in the time that our iniquity had an end, it was prophesied that if we were to follow the Lord's statutes, commandments, that we would become great again. Our iniquity had an end. There was a time for it to end, but you didn't want that. You didn't want our iniquity to end. You didn't want that prophecy to play out. You wanted us to be your slaves. That's what you wanted. And so because of that, you went and you picked us up from the west coast of Africa and you started slaughtering us by the hundreds of thousands, by the millions, hundreds of millions. You started slaughtering us. So your question,
if I could, sir,
is, come on, it's more.
You want verse 6?
Come on, let's go.
Therefore, as I live.
Now, therefore, as I live, this is the Lord speaking. This is God talking. Keep going.
Saith the Lord God.
This is the King James Version Bible. If you don't like this scripture, then take the King James Version Bible out of every church in America, because this has to be talking about someone. Keep going.
Wasn't King, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but wasn't King James Caucasian?
Let's get it. I'll answer that next. So let's go. Keep reading.
I will prepare thee unto blood.
I will prepare thee unto blood. The Lord said, I will prepare you unto blood. Keep going.
And blood shall pursue thee.
And blood shall pursue thee. Meaning what? You wanted to live by blood. You know how Esau, you probably don't know, but Esau, he sold his birthright for a pot of morsel, for a pot of raw meat, blood. He likes to eat his meat bloody. That's it's in his DNA. The Lord gonna prepare that for you. You love blood so much. You want to kill so much. Call of Duty. How many kills can you get in a row? Killionaire, Killtastrophe, Killamonger, Killattacher, Killer. You want to kill everything. Well, let's see if the Lord wants to kill. Keep going.
See if thou hast not hated blood.
See if you've not hated blood. Blood doesn't bother you. War doesn't bother you. Dropping bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that didn't do nothing for you. Dropping bombs in the Middle East after the Twin Towers over the actions of maybe 4 to 8 individuals, you went and unalived hundreds of thousands of innocent people in the Middle East for the actions of 4 to 8 individuals. And it did not bother you. As a matter of fact, you celebrate it to this day.
Right.
Keep going.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Well, that same blood is going to pursue you. You know how they say blood in, blood out? Well, white man, it's time to own up. Even. You understand? Give me Obadiah 1 and verse 1 real quick, and I'm coming to your question. This is going to be real fast. You have something?
I did. You know what I'm saying? You want to get that scripture? Or you good? I do want that scripture. Yeah, go ahead.
1 and 1.
1 and 1.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Now, remember, I told you about Esau and Edom. This is concerning the white man, and this is what Obadiah had to say. Keep going.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
We've heard a rumor from the Most High. Keep going.
And an ambassador is sent amongst the heathen.
An ambassador is sent amongst the heathen. Keep going.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Keep going.
Verse. I have made thee small among the heathen.
The Lord is going to make white people small among the heathen. It's going to happen. Keep going.
Thou art greatly despised.
The world hates America. The world hates Esau. The world hates Edom. You go to any other country, they hate you Americans. If you watch Rush Hour 3 and you look at the scene where he got into the taxi and the taxi said, you're American. You're American. All you want to do is drop bombs and kill everybody. The world hates America.
That's right.
You understand? And this is the Lord's doing. Keep going.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart.
Your pride comes from your success over God's chosen people. And because you believe that because you have subdued and destroyed God's people, the people that God destroyed the Egyptians for, the people that God destroyed Assyria for, the people that God destroyed Babylon for, Greece for, Rome fell for the nation of Israel. The people that God would fight for, you feel like because you've destroyed them, because they work in your whorehouses, because they work in your factories, because they work in your entertainment system, because they entertain you in their Hollywood. You have pride in that. You feel like you have pride over God. You have control over God because you have control of his people. Keep going.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
Now you've been deceived by that. You've been deceived. You've been misled. You've given yourself smoke in the mirrors, dumb. You think that because you've destroyed black people that you will rule the earth forever? You've been deceived.
That's right.
Keep going.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
You dwell in the clefts of the rock. Them holes, them mountains. You love going camping. You love setting up them bunkers and going out. I remember when I found out that Bill Gates, one of the richest men on the earth, had a house, and his house was in the mountains. In a mountain somewhere, his house was. Keep going.
Whose habitation is high.
You set your habitations up high. Your skyscrapers. A city can't be considered a metropolitan area unless it has skyscrapers that scrape the ceiling of the sky. Keep going.
Like it. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That's what the Lord. That's what Donald Trump says. Who shall bring me down into the ground? Keep going.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Now, what's the national bird? Blue collar vet. What's the national bird of America? What's the national bird?
The bald eagle.
The bald eagle. Read that one more time.
Come on. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 4. though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
They set themselves as the eagle. Rome, what was the national bird of Rome?
Was it an eagle?
Yeah. What was the national bird of Babylon?
An eagle.
What was the national bird of Greece?
I mean, I'm assuming an eagle. I didn't know that, but I'm just gonna assume.
You would be right to assume it was an eagle. You would be right. The American bird is the eagle, and God said, "Though thou
So it's
exalt
Mexico's bird,
thyself
though.
as the eagle."
Pretty sure.
Come
Isn't
on, huh?
Mexico's bird? Man, I'm just
Mexico was ruled by who?
natives.
Nah,
The Spanish.
nah. Yeah, and who was the Spanish?
White Europeans.
Exactly. There you go. Now you're starting to see.
Well,
Now
that's me, so I know.
I know. Now you're starting to understand, right? The white people exalt themselves as the eagle. Keep going.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
And
Walk in the room.
you set your nest among the stars. You set your nest with NASA, the satellites. They say we want to identify other planets and go and dwell on other planets. Donald Trump, in his first election, he set up the NASA space program for who? Russia ain't in space. Ukraine ain't in space. Palestine ain't in space. All of America's enemies are right here on Earth, except one. Oh,
So let me ask you a question though. So
is-
this is the King James. Sorry,
Hold on.
this is the King James version, right?
Wait, we going right there. I remember your questions. Let me finish this last point. We done. 5 seconds. There's one enemy that God is preparing to fight. Salakia. There's one enemy that the white man is preparing to fight, and that enemy is God. That's why he has a space force. Those UFOs that they're talking about come from the Bible. Those are the chariots of God that the white man is preparing to go to war with, because he knows that just like God fought with the Egyptians, God will fight against America, and it's in the Bible. Is there any more on that? Finish that last point. We're gonna come to your question.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
The Lord said he gonna bring him down. You understand? Come on. What's your question?
So all right. So this is King James, right?
Uh-huh.
King James was Caucasian, was he not? And furthermore, wasn't the to my knowledge, the letter J wasn't invented till 500 years ago. So Jesus one couldn't have been his name. So who's King James?
King James was a ruler during the period of the Dark Ages. You ever heard of the Dark Ages?
I have.
The Dark Ages was a time in which dark people ruled the west of Europe, and Europe was ruled by dark people. King James, it was a Judite. He was a Jew by blood. He was black. But of course, because the world want to perpetrate King James, the King James Bible, as somehow
white,
with not even white, but tamper with, what they have to do is they have to demonize King James. That's why they'll bring up the book of demonology. If we start pulling scriptures, you'll have some idiot that'll come up in here and say, well, didn't King James write the book of demonology? Come on.
If I could, even if white people did pick up the book of demonology, it explains to you that
why he wrote it.
Why he wrote it.
Right.
But
that's not, but even besides all of that, let me just ask you this.
All right.
Did King James write the Bible?
No.
So what does it matter? What did he do?
Nothing.
He did something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he just wrote his version of the Bible.
Nope.
But so my question is this: hold
on. But you can't. King James did not write anything. King James, he authorized scholars to come and to translate the Bible.
Fair.
The Dead Sea Scrolls from Hebrew and Greek, and to back then was modern English. That's all he did. He didn't touch the records. All he had was scholars to translate it. So what does King James have to do with any of it?
He was just the person in charge of it. Right? Wouldn't I mean in layman's terms, right? Like, I mean,
That's it. But he didn't change the records. All he did was
so what you're saying is so there's no like white people, I guess what you're saying, like no pure white person, right? Like, is good. And basically they're all like, no matter what good they do or how they feel, it's just what you're saying is it's just inevitable. No matter how much good they do, it's just inevitable for I'm asking.
No, like I honestly, like, I understand your question. Your question is very genuine. But this is what you have to understand. White people are good for white people. Like we're not saying that. Okay, when we say that, when you hear us speak about the oppressor, it's in regards to how our people idolize and look at them. They're good for their people. It's if you look at history has done good for white people. White people being in charge has done good and been good for white people. But what has it done for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? The problem lies in us, our people having faith and our people loving them. It hurts us. When you look at history, it hurts us when we love them. When we give them everything, we're the ones that are hurt. We're the ones that suffer. We're the ones at the bottom. That's why when you look at other nations, like no one judges, and this is like always mind-boggling to me, right? I think about it all the time. No one judges a Chinese restaurant for only hiring Chinese people. No one says nothing. Chinese people come over here, they have Chinese restaurants, and they only hire their people. They barely even speak English. The amount of English they know is just to take your order, to take your money, and that's it. No one says, hey, they're wrong. No one says, hey, where's where's black people? Where's white people? I've never seen a white person work at a Chinese restaurant. No one talks about why is there a Chinatown and all these major cities and they're all rich and no one speaks anything about it. Why? Because it works for their people. But why is it that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the ones that are forced to love everybody? We're the only ones that are forced. No one forces Chinese people to love everybody. No one forces the Jewish men to love Germans. No one says, hey, we know the Holocaust was bad. We know it was bad. It's in the past. You got to let it go. You got to forget about it. We get it. 500 million Jews were killed. We get it. But it's in the past. You got to know. How many? How many? Was it 500 million? How many?
It was 6 million.
6 million. Oh, Salakia. Yeah. 6 million. We know 6 million Jews, or Jewish people, were burned and burned to a crisp and murdered and slaughtered. We know, but it's in the past. No one says that. Actually, America gives them reparations every single year. They get billions of dollars every single year. They also got their own land. They also got their own government. They even got their own damn army. They're established as a nation of people after atrocities happened to them. But when it comes to the slaves, when it comes to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, now we have to compromise. Now we have to love everybody. We don't get our own government. We don't get our own land. Hell, when they even gave us our own cities, they destroyed them too. They destroyed Tulsa, Oklahoma. They destroyed, in Wilmington, North Carolina, we had our own black printing press. We were printing our own news, our own articles, our own letters, and what did they do? They found some type of propaganda to push to destroy our cities. They find anything to destroy our cities and then have the audacity to say, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, when you were suffering in your Great Depression, when your stocks were falling and you didn't know what the hell to do or look from left and right, we were thriving in the black communities. Well, what happened then? Where was the pick yourself up by your bootstraps then? See, this is the problem about the oppressor. They love to demonize and destroy black people. But the fact of the matter is they know deep down inside, they cannot live without us. Without us, it's back to the mountains of Caucasus, Russia, or Georgia, Russia. It's back to the mountains. It's back to living like cavemen and eating gruel and being at the bottom of the totem pole without Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I did want to pull the scriptures, but we done came so far, man.
You're good.
By what? Like,
Two things real quick. I just wanted to one thing. If
No, go ahead.
I don't know how relevant it is, but the Caucasus Mountains, I think that area, like Dagestan and all around there, is a lot of Muslims now.
Yeah, now.
Now, but which I don't know what that even had to do with anything. But I would also slightly argue the whole as far as like Mexicans, where at least where I live, there's a whole lot of places where you'll go and ain't no one speaking English and ain't no white, black, Asian, nothing working there. They're all Mexican. They speak nothing but Spanish. There's neighborhoods here where you can go and you might not hear a word of English for a long time. I mean, depending until you leave that neighborhood. You know what I mean? I would just say that roughly, like, at least where I'm at with Mexicans, we have a very similar thing, like what you were saying with the Chinese people, man. Like, people come across the border. I'm 45 minutes from the border. So, like, people come back and forth all the time. And they work, they do their thing. They can, and there's a lot of sticking to your own. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Do Mexicans, do Chinese people who have Chinatown, do they have to be oppressed by ICE like the Mexicans do that you're speaking of?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, at least I don't see it here because we don't have a heavy Chinese population, but I know New York City be having Chinese places get busted all the time.
Hold on. Now we got a brother that's here from New York.
Cool. I'm just saying that's what I hear on the news, but I don't live there, so
I'm just saying we're being told that Chinatown gets busted and raided by ICE like the Mexicans do.
I wouldn't. Okay, no. You might take it a little too far. Not like the Mexicans do, but I would say they're subject to getting raided by INS and all that shit all the time.
No, I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying, right? Like, there's entities in place to control migration and migrants and all of that everywhere. But what we're talking about is the obvious hatred towards Mexican people that is not given to people who outnumber illegal Mexicans. Like, that's the thing that we're trying to say. There is like,
I would agree with you on that.
Number. Right, they're not the highest number of illegals in America. There's other nations that.
I don't know how familiar you are with the old sheriff from Phoenix, the Maricopa County Sheriff Arpaio. I don't know if you heard of him, if that rings a bell. So before all this ICE shit that's been going on now, back in the day, he did and this is just what you were saying, why I would agree with it, because he had a thing where it wasn't necessarily a law, but he was having his deputies and everybody pull people over that were brown and spoke Spanish. Just pull them over, whether they're illegal or not. Just find a reason to pull them over. And he was under a lot of scrutiny for that, man. He's the guy that ran Tent City for Maricopa County jails and all that. Like, he's pretty famous guy. He's a fucking piece of shit.
I'll tell you this. I was out in Tucson, Arizona one time, and we got pulled over. And when we got pulled over, I thought it was over because the cop was obviously a racist. Like, the way he pulled us over, the way he started saying, turn the fucking car off, turn the goddamn engine off. And then he took the ID and went back to the car. And you know what he said? He said, wait, is this Raleigh? This is Raleigh Alkins? You play blah, 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 blah. And the only reason we were safe is because the man that he pulled over happened to be a star basketball player for U of A. That was the only name? Way. So I knew that Raleigh Alkins.
Raleigh Alkins?
He won two national championships with U of A with DeAndre Ayton and Alonzo Trier. When the coach that was just the coach before the new coach, I believe so, before he got fired.
No. What's his name? I can't remember his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. Sean Miller.
Yeah, he was the coach for a very long time at U of A. But yeah, DeAndre Ayton, Alonzo Trier, all of those. So I knew back then that they were very much racist in Arizona just because of that. And Arizona is a white state. It's white. White people rule it. Even though there's a lot of Mexicans there's a lot of Mexican communities, so on and so forth. It's a very white state. And so the problem is that white people do not succumb to the same oppression that they put on other nations of people because they rule this earth, when in actuality, they are the biggest immigrant. They are. Like you cannot come from England and come into another land, see another people that is inhabiting the land, unalive them, kill them all, give them smallpox, and then say that this land now belongs to you and not consider yourself an immigrant. By your own laws, you are an immigrant or you're a devil. Which one is it?
I would agree with that. I wouldn't say that here. So look, I agree with a lot of things that you're saying. I get lost in the sauce when it comes to like the whole all white people are devils, that kind of shit. That's where I kind of pump the brakes on that. But I believe I agree with a lot of shit that you say though, respectfully. I say that respectfully.
No. But I know why you say that. Let's read it. Let's go to it. Let's go to 2nd Ezra. Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me why I say that?
Yeah. They're giving it from. So here's the problem that you're having. When you hearing devil, you're thinking devil that we've been taught about in Hollywood. You're hearing like.
Well, I think you mean white people are just evil.
No, what I'm saying is that the white race has been the most deceptive race on the face of the planet Earth since the creation of man. Since Adam
I would
and Eve
argue
in the
that
garden.
too, though.
So that's why. There are devils. Like I'll flip it, right? I'll flip it. When I say who do I say is God's chosen people?
The Israelites, right?
Do all Israelites follow God?
No.
So you should understand my point. The devil or the spirit of the devil is with white people. So your argument is, but do all white people lie? That's not the point.
So you would say that white people caused because I would say that I would argue, and I just respect, like I'm saying, like I would argue that not just white people, but bro, like you don't think that native tribes here like were deceiving each other to raiding and pillaging and the shit from other tribes? They weren't doing that here. I'm not talking about Africa. I'm talking about here, Turtle Island.
Yeah, native. Listen, niggas deceive each other all the time. That's not the point. Like you getting caught up on a word, but when we talking about deceiving, we talking about in the eyes of the Most High. Like who deceived the earth? Listen, let me get Revelations chapter 12 and 9. Come on.
I was about to say, if I could, just for a second, so like, I'll hold it though.
Come on. What is it? What you got?
I was gonna say, where did Native Indians get the option or the thought of deceiving one another? Who did they get it from? So like,
they didn't get it from white people. I can tell you that.
Well, look, give me Revelations 12 and 9 real quick.
Come on, sir, I got you.
I'll show you right here.
Well, I mean, if you're saying on a biblical sense, if that's what you're trying to say, okay. But like, if you're trying to say like white Europeans came and taught them that, no, I would argue that that's not true.
Well, remember that white Europeans and the Assyrians, they took captive of the northern tribes and put them in slavery. So before the Native Indians got over here to America, or the land better known as in the Bible, Ashereth, they were enslaved by Assyrians. So they were destroyed. No different than how we were destroyed by white Americans.
Assyrians just Christians?
You said what?
Assyrians are Christians, aren't they?
Assyrians are heathens. Assyrians have many different beliefs. They have many different gods and different beliefs that they believed in, which is why the Native Indians, they started worshiping the wind. They started worshiping.
I'm familiar with the Assyrians from when I was over in Iraq. I spent time in Iraq. I've been to Iraq, so I'm familiar with.
I got you, but remember, in 2026, now the world is Christian because Christian Protestants and Christian what's the word? Christians made the world Christian by way of the sword. But back then, they believed in many different gods, which is why the Native Indians believed in the wind. They believed in the sun. They believed that the moon was a god. Why? Because they believed in anything that would get them away from the Assyrians. When they wanted to get away from the Assyrians, they needed to pray to the wind that the wind would take them away. When they needed directions, when they needed counsel, they needed to pray to the stars to give them counsel because they was in such cruel, harsh oppression and slavery that they needed anything, which is why black people did the same thing. When we want safety, we pray to the gods that are surrounding us. The gods that are surrounding us is Allah, the Christian church, and zodiac signs and drugs. Those are the gods that surround us that help us in our slavery. The Native Indians, they went through the same thing, and even through that, they kept pieces of their culture. They kept pieces of their identity with them. Come on, read what you got.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Revelations, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon will cast out.
Now, this is a revelation from John the Revelator, and the dragon, for context, is America, the white man, and all of these other nations, Italy, Rome, so forth. Keep going.
That old serpent.
That old serpent. So this dragon, this world superpower, will be cast out. That old serpent, meaning that this spirit goes all the way back to Genesis in the Garden of Eve. There was a white man that made a black woman, a daughter of God, to disobey God and to disobey her husband. Just like what white people do today. White people say, don't obey your husband, just put him on child support. Don't obey.
You kind of lost me on that.
I lost you.
You kind of lost me on that. Where did she I lost the point where like it was a white man that was in the garden.
Oh, did I lose you?
You lost me on that because I was following you, and then you said there was a white man in the Guardian that took.
I know. It's a little.
You lost me on that. You lost me on that, bro.
I got you. Let me ask you a question. What did the serpent do to Eve in the garden?
Deceived her.
What does deceiver mean?
One that deceives?
It means devil. It's devil. Devil means deceiver.
Well, the devil deceives.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the devil does deceive, but how did you get your name?
Well, wasn't the devil's name? Isn't the devil's name?
It wasn't from 1776. It wasn't from 1892. It wasn't from 1929. It wasn't from 2000.
Lucifer. That wasn't that the devil's name.
The devil got his name from the Garden of Eve. That's how the devil got his name. That's why the Bible says that old serpent. Just remember this. We're in Revelations. Revelations is the end of the Bible. So
okay. So now, we're fast forward. Got you. I got you. I see where you're spinning on it. Got you.
The end of the Bible is referencing the old serpent in the beginning of the Bible. Keep going.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
That old serpent.
That old serpent
called the devil.
Keep going.
Satan.
And Satan. The Lord called him the devil and Satan. Keep going.
Which deceiveth the whole earth.
Which deceiveth the whole world. The whole world. They deceived the whole world by teaching us what? That Christ was a white man. That God loved everybody. They pushed their Christianity. They pushed their religions on the earth, and it was a lie. Keep going.
I think most people.
Hold on.
Go ahead, sir.
Come on. Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth.
Keep going.
And his angels were cast out with him.
Meaning him and his high seat will be cast out. He'll be cast out into a low seat. And his angels cast out with him. Keep going.
Verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Who's the accuser of our brethren? Our oppressor, our enemy. The accuser of our brother is the oppressor and our enemy. He is the one that is cast down. Keep going.
Which accused them before our God day and night. That's it, sir.
Now, who? No, give me the. Y'all need another
verse 11.
Yeah.
Verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
No, there's one that we're missing. I wonder where it says, "Is this the man?"
Come, I got you.
I need that one.
I got you. It's a lot. It's a book of
Yeah, there.
14.
Isaiah 14 and 16.
14 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
They see, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
So now, when we see this person or this people, we shall look narrowly upon thee and say, is this the man? Keep going.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
That made the earth to tremble. Keep going.
That did shake kingdoms.
That did shake kingdoms. Keep going.
Verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness.
That made the world as a wilderness. Keep going.
And destroyed the cities thereof and opened not the house of the prisoners.
Keep going.
Verse 18. All the kings of the nations, even all them lie in glory, even one in his own house.
Now drop to verse 21.
Verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
The Bible says to prepare slaughter. Keep going.
For his children.
For his children. Keep going.
For the iniquities of their fathers.
For the iniquities of their fathers. Now you asked us.
I've heard you see this one before.
Every single white person. Is this talking about every single white person? The Bible says to prepare slaughter for the children. Why? Because whether a white person thinks that they're good or not, they directly benefit from the slaughter that their ancestors put on mine. And so because of that, they have to pay. The Spaniards have to pay for what they did to the Central and South Americans. They have to pay for what they did to the Latinos, for what they did to the Chicanos. White people have to pay for what they've done to God's chosen people. No different than Pharaoh and the Egyptians had to pay. You read.
So where does that put, my question? Where would that put somebody like me, or like the gentleman, the guy that came up? His name was Conrad. He was the bald, Hispanic guy that came. I don't know if you remember him. But anyway, he's all. Where does that put people like us? So like we're mixed. We're half Mexican, half white.
There's no such thing as mixed. To clear your mind, remember the Bible says that
well, my mind's clear. I'm just curious.
I got you. I'm gonna clear it for you even more. But God is not the author of confusion. You understand that, right? You knew that, right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, if God is not the author of confusion, then you would never be asking what is wrong, what is up with mixed people. There is no such thing as a mixed person. Ye are the seed of your father. Whatever your father is, there you shall be too. You are your father's seed. So if your father is Chinese or Ammon, or if your father is Japanese or Japheth, or if your father is black or Judah, then you came from him. You sprang from his loins, from his nut sack, to make it clear. And that is the seed that which you grow. So whatever your father is, that is what you are.
How come? Okay, so which like I said, so being that said, what about when you do like your ancestry and shit like that, right? Like when you go to find, so then you share more, don't you share more of your mother's DNA than you do your father's?
No, the DNA and genetics have nothing to do with your nationality. That's why, again, if you go by DNA, you seen a video of a man doing a DNA test of a lizard. And when he sent in the swab of a lizard, the shit said that he was 65% Nigerian. Does that make sense? No.
I didn't see that, but no, yeah.
But
I'm just saying, no, just in general, don't you share more? Don't you gain more of your mother's? Just because she can't.
It does not matter. Matter of fact, the mother is not even able to give both the X and Y chromosome. The father is the one who determines it. You understand? The mother is the soil in which the seed is implanted. That's why when you go through the Bible, when they list the generations, who do they list? The men. They say, and Samson begot Bartholomew, and Bartholomew begot Joshua, and Joshua begot Tetraphat, and Tetraphat begot Vinix, and Vinix begot.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, these people had wives and they had daughters, and there was women around. Why is in the Bible listening to those women? Because that's not what determines the nationality. Your father.
So it's more of like a misogynistic thing. Like men,
what's the definition of
Well, I maybe misogynistic's the wrong word. I probably chose the wrong word there. I'm just saying it's
Yeah,
more of a,
very much
it's
the wrong
just
word.
more of the, well, I get what you're saying. Like when you look at bloodline or not blood, maybe I'm using words wrong. You look at the male, the father, the man. I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And that's all that we're saying. God said it. So somebody asked in the comments, so Bob Marley would be considered a white man. Bob Marley is absolutely a white man. He's a devil. Bob Marley is a devilish white man because his father and father's father were white men. And not only were they white, but Bob Marley's grandfather was a slave owner on the Caribbean islands. Let's not forget that. You understand? He was a literal slave owner. So I know because of his dark skin and his dreadlocks, we want to look at Bob Marley and think because he says peace, 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 that he's a black man. His songs is good. I ain't gonna hold you. I like some of Bob Marley's music, but I like his music no different than I like Eminem's music. Eminem makes some good ass music. He can rap his ass off. If Justin Timberlake, I'm telling you right now, I'm sorry. But when if Christ come back soon and we get the kingdom and I get my slaves, I want Justin Timberlake. None of y'all is whipping Justin Timberlake. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm protecting him. I like Justin Timberlake. I'm putting him up inside of my house. He's going to be my star performer. I'm giving him Grammys. I'm giving him Grammys. All of the white slaves, they're going to think that Justin Timberlake sold his soul to the devil because I give him so many Grammys. And I'm going to be back just fitting like this.
Taking Zac Efron.
As he wins another Grammy. Yeah. He's
I'm taking Zac Efron. That's what I'm taking. I'm taking Zac Efron. You know who Zac Efron is?
I know.
That dude's funny. He's funny and he can sing too. He's funny as fuck too.
Yeah.
Take him.
Are we in it? What is that? High School Musical?
Yeah, but he's in a yeah.
And let me tell you something. Haven't you heard of the good news? Haven't you heard of the good news of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Preach it to me.
The good news is that finally there was a man who died for us, so that finally we can have a piece of the kingdom of heaven that these other heathens and nations have been having off the work of our backs for decades and centuries here on earth, man. The good news is that finally we'll rule the earth. That's the good news of Christ. That's the gospel. That's it. Now, for those listening, bring your Christians to tell me that the good news is not that. I'm waiting so I can pull the scriptures. I'm waiting.
On that note, I got to hop off here, but I appreciate you having me on again. I'll probably see you next week.
We'll see you again, brother. Again, make sure you get your lineage in check, man. We gotta know if you're a brother or not.
Well, and like I said, my whole dad's side from Mexico, dude, and my mom's side's white. I don't know how else to get it.
And listen, let me tell you something. A lot of brothers, they have that issue coming into the truth because they have mothers that are white. We have brothers in this school like Matara Bungad. Matara Bungad from Indianapolis, his mother is white. Lamont from Chicago. Mother is white. What are you saying, brother?
Love my mom. Anyway, I gotta hop off here, guys, but I'll listen to what you gotta say, but I gotta dip.
Seriously, dog? Their mother is Sergio Pedro? Hey, I appreciate you calling in, man. We'll see you later.
Appreciate it, man.
Shalom. Yep. This been I see y'all comments, man. Your Bible was written by a white gay pedo man who played a major role in the slave trade. Michael, hey, you are a fucking idiot, dog. You don't know anything. Yeah, man.
Your Constitution was written by pedophiles and rapists. What argument are we trying to have here? Your Constitution that you love was written by pedophiles.
Listen, man, this is one hell of a show. We way over the time, though. It's about time for us to clip it up. We'll see y'all next. Hey, look, man, if y'all want any smoke, man, just go follow the ISUPK. Make sure y'all watch Commander General Yohanas. America's on Fire every Monday night. Make sure y'all watching Captain Unorthodox Tuesday night. Brotherhood class right here out of Durham, North Carolina. Make sure you're watching the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, what? Oh, damn, it's Monday, Wednesday. Black Watch is on Friday? I think you're mistaken. Yeah. Monday night for sure, though. Make sure y'all tune in. It's Wednesday? Wednesday night. Wait, hold on. When did it change to Monday night? I thought so, right? Monday night, nigga. Monday night. Make sure you tune in to Commander General Yohana, man. It's going down every Monday night. He's the most controversial man in the face of the planet Earth, just like Christ was 2,000 years ago. Of course, you don't understand because you're not in the truth. And if you're not in the truth, if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, contact the Israelite School of UPK near you. Get in the truth. If you're not Hispanic, Native Indian, or nigga, then kick rocks. Go to Disneyland and enjoy yourself. Shalom.